there anything sweeter than arriving on the first day of your vacation? Well, that feeling's about to get even better at Universal with the arrival of a brand new theme park. Epic Universe, if it was unclear. Want to know what's not as fun? Planning. It's stressful, it's complicated, and things get expensive. Those numbers are scary. So we're gonna talk a little bit about how to plan a Universal vacation in 2025. Get in here. Was not as smooth a transition as I wanted it to be. When it comes to planning, you have to think about park tickets, dining reservations, hotel reservations, skip the line options, what rides you want to do, your priorities. There's so much to think about. It can easily get super overwhelming. And that's not even to mention your budget. Because when it comes to planning your Universal vacation, it can be kind of hard to figure out where to start. I don't recommend your pantry. The first thing we recommend doing when planning your trip is picking out a budget. Your budget can vary. There are trips to Universal that are pretty cheap. In fact, I love the prices at a Universal hotel. And there are also trips that can get pretty darn pricey, especially if you're considering something like skipping the line with Express Pass. And as you're starting to research your budget and what the options are, you're also gonna wanna know some of that Universal vocabulary, which means we go to the whiteboard. There's stuff on my whiteboard. First up, we have team member. A team member is a Universal employee. The Universal app is the app that you can use to navigate the parks with park maps, wait times, and more. Express Pass is Universal's paid skip the line option. They have a couple of different tiers of this, and it tends to be pretty pricey, but without the planning limitations that Disney's options have. Express lanes are the lines that help you skip the standby lines when you have Express Pass. Early entry is an option available to people who have certain ticket types, as well as those staying at Universal hotels. Quick service are walk-up food stops. Table service are food stops where you have a waiter. Okay. Now on to budgeting. Yeah, you didn't expect my garage, did you? Ugh. Budgeting can be hard when it comes to going to Universal. Almost as hard as overhead presses, maybe harder. By setting a budget in advance and having realistic expectations, you're gonna set yourself up for more success when it comes to planning your trip. Now, I can't choose your budget for you, but I can give you some tips that will help you make the most of it. For one, don't think that every single day has to be a park day. With the addition of Epic Universe, Universal wants Universal Orlando to be a week-long destination. That is 3 theme parks as well as a pretty awesome water park that you might wanna visit. That doesn't mean that you need to be in the park every single day. You can also spend a day at your hotel, hanging out by the pool, or maybe exploring the rest of Orlando. Another great option is to bring your own food and groceries. Universal has some pretty great food, but not all of it is spectacular. We'll of course be updating you on the quality of Epic Universe food later once it opens, but for now, don't be afraid to bring your own food and groceries. Consider skipping Express Pass. There are really great strategies to navigating Universal. Now these are probably going to change a lot with the opening of Epic Universe, especially because the new park will bring crowds to the other 2 parks. But we'll be doing tons of experiments and such to show what the crowds look like in Universal and how you can still make the most of your day. I also highly recommend staying at a Universal hotel. These hotels are a lot cheaper than hotels at Disney, so if you have that expectation that theme park hotels are expensive, maybe take a gander at these prices. And they come with really great perks. Some of the more expensive options, for instance, even come with Express Pass included. But once you've set your budget, this is when the real planning comes into play. It's time to pick your dates. There are certainly slower times at Universal, times like January to February, August after school starts, or between Thanksgiving and Christmas, things can start to slow down. But there are a couple of things you're really going to need to keep in mind, especially in 2025. For one, Universal does do special events throughout the year. The most popular is Halloween Horror Nights. And in October, the crowds can get pretty darn wild. Mardi Gras also happens in late February and March, and that is, first of all, a blast, but second of all, can draw a little bit more crowds. And of course, the big one, Epic Universe opens in May of 2025, May 22nd to be exact. Expect crowds to skyrocket across all of Universal when Epic Universe opens. We're not sure how long they're going to stay high, but at least in Epic Universe, expect through at least the end of the year. February is my favorite time to travel to Universal, but I think this year more than ever, it's going to be about navigating crowds since a lot of us will be traveling to see Epic Universe for the first time. And remember, Epic Universe opens in May, so that Florida heat will be starting by then. We're looking at 90-degree plus days. It is very, very hot, so make sure you're prepared for that, navigating the heat, keeping yourself healthy and comfortable while you're in the parks. Yep, I'm doing it again. Okay. Now let's talk hotels. There are 11 hotels at Universal Orlando, 3 of which are opening this year new with Epic Universe. There are a couple of different tiers. There's Signature Collection, Prime Value, and Value Inns and Suites. Value Inns and Suites are going to be the best bang for your buck. Expect fewer amenities, but larger rooms and still a lot of fun. Prime Value are going to be a bit of a sweet spot. Slightly more amenities and still a good bang for your buck. Then there's the Signature Collection. Expansive, full-service amenities, beautiful rooms, immersive themes, great dining, and incredible theme park perks. The more expensive of these options even offer Express included, so you can skip the lines included with your hotel stay. Obviously, budget plays a really big part in these considerations, but there are other things to pick from too. When choosing a resort, you need to consider its location, the pools, how large the resort is, and what the amenities are. How much do you prioritize dining? Now, with Disney, I usually recommend staying off property to save a little bit of money, but I wouldn't do that with Universal. You can find inexpensive options that still have great amenities and offer Universal perks. If you are torn or feeling overwhelmed about where to stay, I am working on staying in every single Universal hotel. I have stayed in all but 2 that are currently open, and I'm staying in the 2 that I've missed, as well as the 3 new Epic Universe ones in the beginning of this year. So keep an eye on the channel for full tours. But once you've chosen your resort, it's time to get booking. Oh, that's a choice every time. Okay. Now that you've chosen your resort, you can book one of 2 ways. First, you can go to the Universal website and click Hotels and Book Now. From there, you'll enter your dates and see the options of hotels that are available. Peruse which one you've decided to select. Make sure to make all of your room selections, enter your information, your payment details, and you're all done. It's a super easy process once you've gotten the hang of it, but if you need a little extra help, you can give a call to the main Universal number at 888-273-1311. Side note, that number does come up on my phone's caller ID as Volcano Bay, so it says Volcano Bay is calling me, which is very funny. So we know where we're staying, but we have to figure out tickets too. Buying Universal tickets is pretty simple, but it's gotten a bit more complicated with the addition of Epic Universe. First of all, you have to know that there are multiple kinds of tickets. You have 1 to 5 day ticket options or an annual pass. If you're going for more than 5 days, I would recommend looking at annual pass pricing. Universal's lowest annual pass is $450, but fair warning, passes do not at this time include Epic Universe. There are a couple of ticket types as well. There is the 1 park per day ticket or multiple parks per day, which, if you're wanting to ride the Hogwarts Express, is required. They even have a 3 parks per day ticket that includes Volcano Bay as well as the 2 existing Universal parks. The Universal website makes it super easy to compare ticket types, including annual passes, so you can get an idea of what the different types will get you as well as what the prices look like. But now, when we get to Epic Universe, things are a little bit different. At the time of filming, if you have an annual pass, you can use a current special offer to buy single day tickets. If you do not have an annual pass, you can buy multi-day ticket packages that include 1 day at Epic Universe. These are 3 to 5 day packages. Each one only includes 1 day at Epic Universe. So those are the only 2 ways to buy Epic Universe admission at the time of filming. Now, keep an eye on our channel, keep an eye on our website, especially our website and our social media, because we will be updating every time there's a new way to buy Epic Universe admission so that you know exactly how you're getting into the park. But as of right now, the best way to guarantee getting into Epic Universe is buying one of those vacation packages, or if you're an annual pass holder, buying a single pass ticket. These are also available in a vacation package. So if you're on the Universal website and you're booking your hotel together with your park tickets, these Epic Universe tickets are an option. So you can do this all at once when you're booking your hotel, go straight into buying your tickets. It's all shown on the website. Or you can buy your tickets separately if you've decided to stay elsewhere. And just so you're aware, there are some Epic Universe dates that have started to sell out. Make sure you check in advance before you choose your dates if Epic Universe is even an option for you. Running out of spaces in my house to film this video, so here we are in my bathroom. This part would have made so much more sense in my kitchen. Hang on. Made it. Dining reservations. Now that we know when we're staying and how we're getting into the parks, it's time to think about what we want to eat. Booking dining reservations at Universal is not overly difficult. I do recommend booking a few weeks in advance to make sure you get a seat, but it's not quite the cutthroat world of Disney advanced dining reservations. There's actually not a ton of table service or reservation requiring food in the parks at all, so it's not the kind of thing you have to think too hard for planning in advance. My favorite spots are Cowfish in City Walk, Confisco Grill in Islands of Adventure, and Finnegan's in Universal Studios. Now, Epic Universe is adding a lot of dining, including a lot of table service, and we're gonna be trying it all out. You know we will. So we'll let you know what's worth trying there as well. Now, you don't really need to worry about this kind kind of reservation when it comes to bars and quick service, which is the majority of the dining at Universal. One of my favorite quick service spots is Minion Cafe, and I also really love the Wizarding World of Harry Potter restaurants. But moral of the story is you just don't have to think too hard about getting dining reservations at Universal. I recommend checking out some of our Eating Around Universal videos and some reviews of the restaurants on our website. That way you can pick out what you might be interested in, and especially the snacks. But don't stress too hard about grabbing those reservations unless you know you want a nicer table service meal at one point. And in that case, I do recommend eating at your hotel or City Walk. And now it comes to prepping for your actual trip. You've done it, you're booked, you're planned, everything's happened, just have to prepare. Prepping from home mainly consists of planning out what you want to do in your priorities and packing for your trip. Our biggest tip for planning priorities in a theme park is for everyone in your party to pick their top 3 priorities in each park. Then rank those in order and go through, what am I talking about? Our favorite recommendation is to have everybody in your party pick 3 must-dos for the trip. That way you can know for a fact that you will get through all of everyone's must-dos and everything else is a little bit of a bonus. Now, what to pack depends on how you're getting here. Are you driving? Are you flying? Bathtub, skateboard, roller skates, bat cloud? I'm trying to think of things that have to do with Universal, and obviously I thought of Dracula, who travels via bat cloud. Regardless, all those have luggage limitations. I don't know that bats can carry a very big bag. Now, we do have a packing list for Disney World that will apply to Universal as well. They're both theme park days, and you can access that on our website right now to make things a little bit easier. But we definitely recommend having rain gear, very comfy shoes, sunscreen, sunglasses, a portable phone charger, and a reusable water bottle. While you're packing, you could also turn your TV on, watch some AllEars YouTube videos, get a nice idea of what to expect when you're there. Shameless plug. We have a lot of different Universal Perfect Days on the channel, and I even have a couple of videos talking about Epic Universe, including a virtual complete tour of the park. So you can start to get an idea of what that park will look like and what you might want to do. But keep in mind, we don't know exactly what Epic Universe will be like. We are just getting excited right now, just like you. So we'll absolutely be bringing you all the updates when we do have them. But for now, we're just waiting in anticipation and thinking about how I am very excited about the Dracula ride.
And boom, the countdown's on. You're going to Universal, you're going to Epic Universe, baby, you've done it. I'll see you there, hopefully. We'll both stare lovingly at Dracula. Does that sound like something fun that you would want to do? Anyway, if you like this video, go ahead and like and subscribe, and learn more about Epic Universe, go check out my full virtual tour of the whole park. I'll see you there. Bye!